Hello everyone, my name is Confident and it's great to have you back. In this video, we're going to take a look at the rating widget. I'm going to show you some of its options and ways in which you can configure it. So for us to get started, let's head over to the widget section and then let's drag in a rating widget into the canvas. And right there we have a rating widget. So the first property we can configure is the max count, and this is the number of stars that can be shown up in the rating widget. So right now we have 5. We can reduce this to say something like 3, and taking a look at the rating widget, we have 3 stars showing up. We can also set a default rating rate, which is the number right here. So we already have 5 because we had 5 stars showing up. So let's edit this to 1, and you can see that we have one of the 3 stars rated by default. Moving on to the properties, we also have an active color, and this is the color of the rating widget stars that shows up when a star is selected. So we have one selected right here, which is yellow. We can choose to set this to something like blue, and that sets that to blue. Let's make this yellow. And for the stars that have not been rated, we can choose to set an inactive color. So right now we have something that is grayish. We can choose to make this black, and those will be black. Moving on to the other properties, we have the tooltips, and these are messages that show up whenever a user hovers over the stars. So this is an array of strings that can be passed, and they'll show up when a user hovers over that particular star. So for example, we can set an array and say something like good, better, best. And going back to the stars, hovering on the first star, you see we have the text saying good, the next star says better, and the last star here says best. So you can set an array of tooltips to guide users whenever they hover over on any of the stars. We can also set a size for the rating widget, and right now it's set to medium, so we can make this larger by setting it to the large size, and you see that it becomes larger, or we can reduce the size and make it small and it becomes much smaller. So let's set this back to medium. And we can also allow half star rating. So toggling this on, we would be able to say something like allow a rating of 1.5, and here we have 1.5 star rating. We can also set the visibility by toggling on the switch, and also the disabled state by toggling on this switch on or off. For any of these properties, we can go into the JavaScript mode and write some JavaScript logic that would set these properties to be active or inactive. So we also have the option to do that. Moving on to actions, we have the ability to perform an action whenever the star rating changes. So we have the onChange event, and we can choose to call any of these predefined actions, or similarly go into the JavaScript mode and write some logic for whatever action we want to perform whenever the star rating changes. We also have the ability to see some of the properties of the rating widget. And to show you this, I am going to bring in a text widget right here. And right here within the text property, I would like to show you some of the properties you can read off the rating widget. So let's head over here and type in rating 1 and dot. Right here, we have 3 properties we can read on based on the state of the rating widget. So we can read the isVisible state, which is a Boolean type. We can also read the max count, which is of a number type. And we can also read the current value of the rating widget. So let's click on this, and you can see that we have the current value of the rating widget set to 1.5. Selecting on 3 stars, you can see that that value has also been updated to 3. Alright, so this has been the options which we saw right here, and the properties which we took a look at by accessing the rating widget's object. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please leave a like, get subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.